What is this gameplay? We don't see this kind of aggression that much. And I really like that you pointed out his talent picks, right? Very interesting. Vitality and tenacity. That's very respectful from the dive coming in from CFU Gaming. That shows that he's adjusting to his enemies.
Yeah, he thought that maybe Lance would go all out for damage, right? But he's using for the defensive talent, and then yeah, it still works.
It works, and again, right, the calculations on this guy was just splendid. So without further ado, let's just without further ado,
Are you
Is
okay?
it the EX RRQ analyst, right?
Ark, Coach Ark, yeah, it's Coach Ark. Coach Ark is gonna be drafting Coach Ark.
Okay. Okay, got it.
Let's see the draft for
Yeah.
game 2.
Let's go to the draft here of game number 2. Feels like CFU Gaming still with first pick, Yudu still with the second, and literally the same bands come through.
Yep. It's supposed to be same ban like from the last game. It is Faramis, right? Faramis is getting banned.
Yeah, for the side of CFU, they go for Claude and Kadira. For Yudu, they went Faramis and Yves. So this time, there's a little bit of a adjustment here. Kadira is going to be the choice of ban. But honestly speaking, I don't think Claude is... Is it enough?
Viable ban.
Yeah, a viable ban. I mean, Super
It's
Red
the
popped
lesser
off with a
evil.
Beatrix.
Choose the lesser evil. Pick your poison. If you let the Claude go, then perhaps Yudu will definitely pick up the Claude if it's good. But yeah, it just proves that last game you banned the Claude out, I will pop off on another hero.
Or maybe they can use the R-load later if they want to open it, like banning Cloud right now. If R-load not getting banned by Yudu, maybe CFU gonna pick it.
Yeah, perhaps they definitely
1-1.
should. Okay, 1-1, still the same. Yeah, I think the Arlet pick should be the... I don't want to say the right approach, but perhaps they should try that out.
This is very interesting, right? Wan being banned out. That's not something that we see too often anymore, especially after the last patch. But they still go for that route. Yudu now, once again, do you really think that an Arlet ban might come through for Yudu this time? Not the Yves? Let the Yves go instead?
Yeah, they should pick up the 1-1 here.
Still dangerous
Pick
though.
up the
Yeah,
Wan.
if
Wan
they,
Wan's banned.
Pick up the Arlet.
uh-huh.
I mean,
If they are not banning Eve on the third ban, I think it's gonna be dangerous if getting picked by CFU because there is no Kadita to counter it. There's still Benedetta and the other heroes, but Kadita is the best option to counter Eve.
So, yeah, you do. You know, game 1, they banned the same heroes, right? Yeet,
Yep.
Fire, Mist, and Joy. They won. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They will go for the same approach. But this time, it's not the Arlet that CFU will get or the Valentina. They will pick up the Fredrin. That leaves the Valentina and the Arlet to the other side, though.
If this Fredrin goes to jungle,
Let's
Then-
see. Still flexible, right?
true, but Detective, right? Again, I feel like it's very difficult for CFU Gaming to draft because of that.
Maybe he just cannot move on.
Yeah, oh,
Right.
feels bad.
Oh,
It's okay,
yeah.
Detective, it's fine.
Oh, CFU, hopefully this game they will show that they are able to just adapt. What's the right response here, Colios? I'm seeing perhaps Claude.
Yeah. Cloud might be good, even though facing against Valentina and Arlot and see, Cloud is there. And the others are Minotaur.
That's a very expensive ultimate.
Yep, but if the Arlot is using the final slash too quickly and it gets to the Minotaur, I think Minotaur got the position to do the Minotaur Fury.
Maybe it seems iffy, right? This Minotaur pick, but you know, CFU, I think they're quite confident. Last time around, they pick up the Kaja. This time, they want a massive unit that perhaps can really soak in the damage and as well as give massive crowd control with that Minion Fury. You do another Ruby pick. You know what? Just go crazy. Go Mincetar.
That's good. Yeah, you can catch Cloud, you can stop Frederick.
Oh.
Oh, lastly. So,
Oh
I'm a
my
futuristic
God.
guessing again.
Again, for the second time, Colios. Wow,
Yeah,
amazing.
I don't know. I said lastly on the first game, but it's shown on the second game. Yesterday I do it too.
Yeah, oh my god.
Okay.
He's too
Maybe
far
they're
in
just
the
listening to me.
future. Yeah, we should.
Maybe.
But for the second game.
Because
Right.
the delay
Yeah, exactly.
on the stream, right?
But it makes kind of sense,
Oh,
right? The
it makes
Minotaur
sense.
being picked up, right? Because they want to eliminate maybe the counter towards the Claude. I think the knock-up could be detrimental to the Claude's gameplay, and they're afraid that perhaps Yudu might pick it up themselves. So coming to the second phase here, we do see that the Farsa is the choice of ban, which is rather interesting here. I guess it has the range to be able to be a issue for Leslie in particular. It can outrange the Leslie. And for the side of CFU Gaming, they go for a lane ban.
And you realize, Goni, even
Yes.
Novaria is free, not getting
No,
banned, but no
yeah.
one's
Again.
gonna pick Novaria. Why?
It's not. Yeah, it's either. Yeah, it's not being banned or picked, right? I mean, a very, very clear meta change here with this Novaria after the patch. But yeah, I really want to touch on the Leslie again. I really like this pick because Minotaur has no range if you compare it to Leslie. So now, no one can really touch
There it
Leslie
goes.
apart from Claude. But Novaria ban comes
Yeah.
through.
Because
So
I
they
just
still
thinking,
respect it, yeah.
I just thinking about like Novaria might be good to be picked by the CFU Gaming because it have a long range. It kind
Yeah.
of makes like Arlot dive in too far away when he's trying to aim for the Novaria. But yeah, Yudu Red Giant thinking the same.
Novaria, well, Yudu saw that coming, right? Red Giant saw that, yeah, I think we do not want to give a range because we have the Leslie, we have that range, we have that true damage, so let's make it safe. CFU, will they commit to an assassin ban here? I don't think so. Maybe they can. What they can do is ban the roam here one. Oh, no, they will
Yeah.
commit to an assassin ban.
I feel like Sakai's is a little bit more versatile as compared to Detective. He's also a tank user, but he can also utilize the assassins in the jungle really, really well. So now, because of the CC coming in from the side of Minotaur, as well as perhaps even the Fredrin, he actually goes for the Mardis in the jungle. A little bit more safe, once again, very conventional, like the casters put it. And now, the question is, does CFU Gaming want to find an answer to the Leslie? They could pick up a Masha, they could pick up maybe a Yuzong to be able to dive into
Or
that
even
back
Lapu-Lapu.
line. Or even a Lapu Lapu, you're right.
Because there's a lot of possibilities, I think, if the Frederick is not filling the XP lane. If the Frederick on the XP lane, so they need to pick the jungle. And there's limited assassins left. Maybe Halkart can do, because Halkart can easily take down Leslie after level
Oh,
4.
Harith.
Harry jungle.
Harith
And
and
Lapu-Lapu.
Lapu. There you go again. On point again, Lapu Lapu
Right.
is going to be the choice for CFU Gaming to be able to dive into that back line.
I'm trying to be honest here, Aetherna, that maybe it's gotta be a scaling game. They want to drag the game to the late game because Harriet and Cloud cannot play until the late game.
That's the thing, that's the issue, right? Because if you compare it to the side of Yudu, they don't mind playing the early game. They can take the control of the early game. They can just, again, force fights in that early to mid because they have the Martis, they have the Valentina, which deals quite damage mid to early, which also perhaps I want to see a good hero here.
Diggy.
Ah, Diggy. Okay,
Nice
they
choice.
want to have support to and assist that Leslie. Oh
But
my
Leslie
God.
is quite late game.
But the other
needs
three-
time. She
Four
needs
other
time.
heroes, yeah.
Especially when the Leslie got babysit by Diggy. So it can be fast during the farming on the early game,
Yeah.
but we're gonna see it.
So they're banking on the snowball potential from
Yes.
all the other teammates. Very interesting draft coming through. But the Harith and the Leslie matchup, it doesn't sound like it will be great for Harith, no?
I mean, Harith really strong. As per Raptor, Harith one item can bully your lane. So there you go.
Well, I guess she can close the gap as well, right, Harith? All right,
7
so
force.
exactly. So with that being said, we'll wait for how the results come through. We'll throw it over to Reptar as well as Gideon. Take it away.
Interesting is an understatement in terms of the decisions in the draft and how we might see this game unfold. Welcome to game number 2 of CFU and Yudu Red Giants. A mid lane Harith. I am shookened.
I cannot I cannot express how sad this is going to be, right? If I expect everything to go perfectly for both of these compositions, 9 out of 10 times, you do Red Giants are going to come out on top, right? They've got everything. You have an ability. Guess what? You don't. I'm able to steal it away. And the only way I see CFU Gaming actually bouncing back, or at least having some form of control, is if they get an early lead for Zing.
Yeah, if they can get a faster scale on that Claude, maybe even speed up the already expected to be fast scale on this Harith. Yeah, but that's easier said than done. Pancake, though, coming back on this Diggy. Last time we saw him use his hero, not the best performance. This could be a big comeback game for Pancake on this hero.
Yeah, it could be extremely huge. Skies doesn't go for the dive on towards Z's side, knowing that his Chrono Dash is currently at about 4 to 3 seconds at this point of time. Now, at least we can kind of, you know, the theory crafting is there. Let's have a look at the emblems and maybe we'll get a better idea. I see Weapon Master, I see Mage Emblem, I also see movement speed.
Yeah, so, I mean, in terms of the emblems, it feels like they really did think about their conditions right. Although Bargain Hunter on the Valentina, I feel like it's, Weapons Master could have been better, but it's also a sign for Red Giant saying, oh yeah, we want to end this quick. We're going to help Super Red, we're going to make sure he scales up fast, and we're just going to snowball again against CFU.
Wadu is taking way too much damage here at level 3, right? This is super dangerous. If he walks up a little too far, Yudu Red Giants are going to secure a kill, and Gojas, he's opting to take these trades against Wadu for as long as it's going to take.
Yeah, and you see Wadu hugging that tower because he feels like, yeah, I really feel like you guys want to dive me right now. So Z decides to go in for the help, and it's a 2v2 here, and let's see how well CFU will fare in terms of contesting this first turtle.
Yeah, they're going to be the first ones on it so far, but this is not looking good. Flamesea's not level 4 as well. You can see the Minoan Fury being stolen away, and instantly a Final Slash to stop the rest of the engagement. Wadu tries his best, but Diggy says no. Time Journey is more than enough, and a Terrify to secure the double for Gojas. And this is what I was talking about, right? We're not seeing CFU trying to make anything work for them, right? We're not seeing Minotaur hitting his level 4s. We're seeing Zach QT having a level lead over Z, which should not be the case.
Yeah, and again, questionable as to why CFU decided to full commit that. Their Minotaur didn't hit level 4 yet, and even if they did, they're still up against a Diggy with a Time Journey. Again, that's why we say interesting is an understatement for the decisions here in the draft. And so far, Red Giants are just sticking to the book right now. They know their conditions, and Gojas, wow, what a way to start the game. You get the turtle, you kill the jungler, and a double kill to boot.
No, it's the best for an EXP laner. Usually your lane depends on that one kill.
Yeah.
The fact that you have 2, this laning is gone. It is over. There's no way he can die for this. But now Zach QT getting punished. Flame Z, he's not committing the oh, down we go. Going Fury, Zaman Force gets the knock-up. Zach QT still alive, but again committed all 3 of these ultimates, which means that Skies is able to push 1 underneath the turret and get a free Decimate. Is he looking for a second one? The damage is good. Ashura's aura isn't able to lock down Detective for as long as he wants to, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. You're trading out a roamer for a support. CFU Gaming gonna walk away happy.
Pancake. Oh, he put it forward. Reverse time.
He should be fine here. Oh, yeah, I don't think the ultimate kills just yet. Oh, it gets very close. Very, very close. 1 auto attack difference there. Nicely played by the Yudu Red Giants to get Super Red ahead.
I can feel like I could hear Singoza going, I got this, I got this. No, wait, I don't got this. No, wait, Detective can come here. Oh, wait, no. Okay, I'm good.
Oh, that's too accurate. But now Sky's in the middle, using that Mortal Coil to actually slow them down. Time Journey is going to make sure that Minoan Fury has no effect as the Decimate walks out for free. Skies is looking for a second Final Slash. Getting in the second Decimate chain into the third. A triple coming in for Skies. A good flicker from Gojas.
And this is what you expected from their lineup. As long as they can find the counter punch, the right timing, the right layering, they will most likely win every team fight, and they want another big one there. Let's see what LCFU can do here for this second turtle.
Skies, he's just going to go back in. He's not scared at all of Wadu's capability. I mean, the damage is good, but no securing of a kill. Unable to steal the turtle away. Yudu Red Giants still walking over the map.
And right now, they're just getting gold from the shields up top in the gold lane. And yeah, it's safe to say at this point, Singoza has been delayed. It is a win for Red Giants in that regard in terms of which marksman will have a better early game. We're past the 5-minute mark, and this should be a break in the tower and within the minute or so, or maybe even now.
They're going to continue on with this pressure. Flamesy turns back around to get the knock-up, gets pulled back by the same time, but it's just too much damage to deal with, too much true damage coming in from Super Red and not enough base HP to keep himself alive. At this point, they're starving them out, and even Detective scrambling around, having to use the Appraiser's Wrath to get some food for the soul.
Just a scaled lizard. Well, let's see what else, see if he can get out of this, because you do Red Giants, they're just continuing. Already a Hunter Strike built by the Martis. So this isn't going to be your good old defensive Martis. He wants damage, and he wants to end this game quick.
Oh, man. I don't know. It's unrealistic to imagine that CFU is going to get out of this, get out of the danger zone just yet. They're probably going to have to wait till, like Kolios mentioned, into the later stages of the game, right?
Yeah.
We haven't even seen the first item being completed here. It looks like, well, that doesn't feel right, but Gojes is able to find a solo kill and secure his Thunder Belt for himself.
That is not good news for CFU. First death on the Claude, found out by Gojes in the EXP lane. Not good at all. Z already has a Starlium Scythe, but Red Giants are just continuing the onslaught. Appraiser's Wrath hurts. Here comes Wadu.
Good flicker coming in from Pancake, keeps the rest of the team alive, and in the meantime, ZachQT turns it around with a Minoan Fury of his own. Z Wadu can't do anything about this. The anti-CC had already been used, and the mid lane will continue to take damage and finally fall.
Oh, unfortunate that his name is also the same sound that the ambulance for CFU is making right now. Wadu, Wadu. Nothing. They cannot find an opening at all, Gideon.
I can't look you in the eye right now. I'm not gonna lie. That's a very witty way of putting it. I will steal that once for some other tournament if CFU gaming is in there. Look, I mean, I don't see how they're coming back from this. There's no good way for me to position this unless you do Red Giants make a significant mistake. But the insurance policy on top of the insurance policy for the insurance policy, just making it really, really difficult, or if not somewhat impossible for CFU to get ahead.
Yeah, this isn't Red Giants' game to win. It's their game to lose. That's how much of in the lead they are right now. All across the board, everyone has a gold lead. A Lightning Truncheon already for this Valentina. Starlium Scythe on the Harith, yes, but everyone else still hungry for items. No full build just yet for the Lapu. Still just a DHS for the Claw. Detective goes in.
He tries to make the play, but it's going to be the time journey that saves everybody from the Minoan Fury, and the response backwards is just to fight back. Flamesy gets his off after the time journey, and now Pancake, he might die, but Wadu says no. Raging Slash to get on out of there, gets the stun, but it doesn't matter. Skies immediately finds one straight away. No losses, no casualties.
7,000 in the gold lead. 8 minutes in, 12-1. Red Giants might be able to find Singhozo here. If they can, there goes the deadly snipe. It's not going to kill him, but he'll be able to go back as Red Giants continue to push forward.
This is a slaughter. This is a slaughter. You do Red Giants gonna make sure that they can basically keep CFU gaming underneath their boots, just to make sure you don't starve them out from their resources, take away their turns, give them less play area.
Z is going to be key here in terms of finding a way to make a comeback. But then again, their timing around that time journey. Pancake has been holding on to TJ incredibly well. Because right now, even if he pops it early, it's warranted. They have that big of a lead that they can just fight around the times journey. And even if they get controlled by CFU afterwards, they can still get out.
Whoa, Zing is really far. He tries to proxy this by himself without setting up the BMI. Oh, God. No, we'll just give him the moment of silence. Go just knew. BMI failed, no problem. That's a free kill for me. That's painful. That's painful.
You can tell right now CFU are just grasping at straws. They're trying to find a way to make a comeback into this, but again, they were drafted into a corner. And now, this was expected. It's a lineup that needs a bit more time to scale up against a lineup that's just across the board. You get the draft philosophy. You know they want to end this early, and so they didn't let go of that. And CFU are just going to do what they can to get farm what little they can. But, oh, here's Red Giants!
Oh, they take out Flamesy instantly, and now pushing Detective out of position. The Minoan Fury has a second deterrent, taking them out before Z and Wadu can actually be relevant in this game. Wadu using the Bravest Warrior as well as the Salmon Force. This is going to be a free inhibitor potentially, but look at the mid lane. We see that Claude, still Zing, refuses to let his team take any more damage.
I have to commend that in that scenario. That is the right call to make as a Claude, as someone very mobile. cut the minion wave in mid, not only for farm, but just to stop losing turrets over and over again as the Lord marches in. Singozo made the right call there. But right now, it just looks like they're delaying the inevitable as Red Giants continue to march forward. I will not be surprised if they lose inhibitors here.
ZachQT recently purchasing a Starlium Snipe of his own. Kind of interesting. He wants to weave those auto attacks, and this is going to be a free inhibitor. We see Gojesk finding the final slash onto Wadu's side. He's low, and the rest of the team is going to get bailed out by the Zaman Force, even though he drops it down the time journey. Says no, and now the backline going to get hit by the, at least they are getting Demon Noah and Fury and final slash once again. The killing spree coming out of it strong, but that's just going to be GG. Well played despite the chaos, despite the heart shown by CFU Gaming. It's going to be Udo Red Giants with their superior draft that takes it away. GG, well played.
Red Giants. Wow. You mentioned a word earlier, and that is the perfect way to describe what we saw in this game. A slaughter. CFU getting drafted into this scenario. You could tell probably like they knew this was going to be difficult. They didn't expect it to go that way, but Red Giants from minute one, from second one, knew they got this in the bag and they knew what their conditions were.
Yep, so congratulations to Udo Red Giants as they continue to grow. A team that had potential, they just needed some direction and a couple of imports to put them in the position that they're in right now. Congratulations to them as they make sure that they get to the LCQ.
And you see heartbreak, but a little bit of lightheartedness as well from CFU. I hope they learned a lot from this tournament. The runner-ups of MPL Cambodia in the latest season. We hope to see